Welcome back to our main course class. So today we are going to continue the same poem, Be a Friend. Last class we did part 1 for the same chapter. So this is part 2. And we did last time stanza 1. We have completed stanza 1. So today we have stanza 2 and 3. So before going further to our today's class, let's do a small revision with our first stanza. So Makle, what was the name of our poem? Yes, Be a Friend. And who wrote this poem? Yes, Edgar Guest. So, Be a Friend, it was written by Edgar. And all his works are related or inspires us to do, or the readers to do the right thing. So, in this poem, what is his main aim? Yes, he brings qualities of a good friend. How to be a good friend, or what are the qualities to be a good friend? And do you remember in the first stanza, what did we discuss? Yes. What are the qualities he said that you need to be a friend? In the first stanza, what was that? Yes. You should have a cheerful nature. That is, he said there, disposition sunny means cheerful nature. Then what else? Yes, will to help others. You should have the will to help others. Then you should go or get along with them. Should maintain your relationship with your friend. Then we said you have to extend your hand. That means if there is someone who doesn't have friend, then what you have to do? You have to be friend with them. So you have to extend your hand. And then there was something. Yes, the nature of giving things. So you have to give things to your friends. So these were the things that was discussed, or the qualities of a friend that was discussed in the first stanza. So now we can move to our second and third stanza. Now we can move with the first stanza. So before going to the explanation part, I want all of you to read with me. So Makle, please open your textbook and keep your finger when I'm reading. So let's do our reading part. Okay?
Be a friend, you don't need glory. Friendship is a simple story. Pass by trifling errors blindly. Gaze on honest effort kindly. Cheer the youth who's bravely trying. Pity him who's sadly sighing. Just a little labor spent on the duties of a friend.
So Makle, practice the reading part very well. And now we can move with our new words. So the new words that is discussed in the second stanza is they're talking about two lines, that is, pass by trifling errors blindly, gaze on honest effort kindly. So what does that mean? It means that if a friend makes a mistake, what you are supposed to do, then ignore. That means if a person makes the mistake, you just ignore it. If the friend honestly tries to do something good, then what you have to do? Then notice it and encourage it. Just have to encourage if the person is doing something. So that is the meaning of those lines. Then we have labor. What is the meaning of labor? Labor means hard work. So here they have given the spelling LABOUR, that is American spelling, and LABOR, that is also correct. So both the labor is correct. So labor means hard work. So makle, that's regarding our new words. Now let's move to the explanation part. So the first line is, be a friend. You don't need glory. Friendship is a simple story. So our poet says again, so in this stanza, the poet brings 4 things that is needed for a friend. Okay, now what are those 4 things? Let's see. Be a friend. You don't need glory. Friendship is a simple story. Now, he says that to be a friend, what you need or what you don't need. He says again, you don't need glory. That means no need to be famous. Don't have, it doesn't mean that you need to be famous. So, to be a friend, you don't need glory. No need to be famous. Friendship is a simple story. Okay? It's something, simple process. It's a simple story. Pass by trifling errors blindly. Gaze on honest effort kindly. So, pass by trifling errors blindly. So, it says that if a friend make any mistake, just ignore it. If a friend make any small mistakes, then you just ignore it. Don't make a big issue out of it. Okay? That means friends in the ചെറിയ mistakes ഒക്കെ you just have to ignore. അതൊരു വലിയൊരു വിഷയമാക്കല്ലേ. Okay, you don't have to make a big issue out of it. Otherwise, what happens if you make if you point out his small mistake and then make a big thing out of it, make fun of him or irritate him, then what happens? He will become sad. In that way, you will lose his friend. He won't be your friend. So, if there is small mistake, just ignore it. Or you can say to that person one time, or say to that you didn't do this right in a nice way. Rather than in a harsh way, don't say about that mistakes in a harsh way. You just, the poet says, what you have to do, you just have to ignore it. Okay. Then, gaze on honest effort kindly. And what you have to do? You have to see that if he is doing something good, what you have to do? You just have to encourage him. Okay? If he is doing something, what you have to do? Encourage him. Say him that is, it's really very good. You have to do it like that way. So if he tries to do something, if he is in a honestly he is working over something, or if it is like for example he wants to any of his bad habit, so just encourage him. Okay, show him the good ways to do things and appreciate and encourage him. Then we have cheer the youth who is bravely trying. Okay, cheer the youth who is bravely trying. Pity him who sadly sighing. So, cheer the youth who's bravely trying. So, you have to appreciate your friend who is trying to do something good or something right. You just have to appreciate him. Say him, friend, you are doing good. Great work. So, just have to appreciate for the things that he is doing good things that he is doing. So you just have to appreciate, so he will feel proud that yes, I am doing something good. So that's what our poet is saying. Then pity him who sadly sighing. So pity him, feel sorry for the friend who is feeling very sad, or the friend sad anengil. Don't make fun of him. Rather, you have to pity him. You have to feel sorry for the friend. Okay, so he will feel, yes, my friend is there with me. Just a little labor spent on the duties of a friend. So the poet says, these are some of the duties. Okay, these are some of the work that you have to do to fulfill the duties of a friend. So makle, that's what discussed in this second stanza. So the second stanza, our poet, he discusses 4 points to be a good friend. So the first one, he says here in the beginning, he says that you don't need to be famous to be a friend. And he says that if a friend makes any mistake, small mistake, just ignore him and encourage him if he does something good, or if he is working honestly for something, you just encourage him. And then he says, appreciate him for the right thing. നല്ലൊരു കാര്യം ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അതിനെ appreciate ചെയ്യുക. Then the fourth point, he says that pity him. You just have to feel sorry for the friend who is feeling very sad. So these are the things which are discussed in our second stanza. And so now makle, I just want you to underline these words from the second stanza: glory, friendship, trifling, gaze, labor. So these are some of the words, so you can learn it. Then makle, next we'll move to page number 50, that is third stanza. So first I'll read the third stanza to you.
Be a friend, the pay is bigger, though not written by a figure, than is earned by people clever in what's merely self-endure. You will have friends instead of neighbors for the profits of your labors. You will be richer in the end than a prince if you are a friend.
So makle, now the third stanza. Be a friend, the pay is bigger, though not written by a figure. So the poet says, be a friend, be a good friend. What happens if you be a good friend? The pay is bigger. That means the result that you get is something bigger. The profit that you earn out of being a good friend is something bigger, though not written by a figure. That means the result or the profit that you get, it may not be written in figures, means it may not be written in numbers. And the value of numbers lalla, but something, the profit is something really bigger than you can expect. That means what? You will earn a lot of respect, love, thanks, all those things from others, those who are friends, those who are your friend. From them you will in turn or in return you will earn. So be a friend, the pay is bigger. So if you be a good friend, the result that you get is something bigger than is earned by people clever in what's merely self-endure. So than is earned by people clever, than those people. So the profit, the result that you earn will be more that is earned by some people in what's merely self-endure. Now makle, self-endure, that means an effort to do something for ourselves. That means something, we are doing some work for ourselves. We are doing hard work or we are earning something for whom? For ourselves. So he says that if you be a good friend, the pay will be bigger than by those people who only look for their interest. So that's the meaning of self-endure. You will have friends instead of neighbors. So he again says that you will have friends instead of neighbors. See, neighbors. Neighbors means the house or the people who are living around us or near our house. That's the meaning of neighbors. So here again the American spelling of neighbors is given. Neighbours. That's the spelling in American spelling, and we have here Neighbors. Both are correct. So you will have friends instead of neighbors. So neighbors means you people work together, live together. You might work together or live together. But if you have the qualities of a good friend, or if you are a good friend, then what happens? You will have friends all around, because friends all around means all the things that is discussed by our poet, that means all the good qualities of a friend will be shared with your neighbors. Then what happens? They will no more be your neighbors, rather you will be friends to each other. So that's why the poet says that you will have friends instead of neighbors. Okay, children, I hope you understood what I am meaning. That means neighbors nu parayumbo okay, a distance, again a little bit distance will be there. Okay, of course there are good neighbors whom we keep a good relation. They become our friend, right? So that's what our poet is saying. And if you have all these qualities that the poet has discussed, quality, if you have, then what happens? More than neighbors, you will have what? Friends around living with you, right? Neighbors nu pagaram ningade chuttu endana friends aayirikkum. For the profits your labors. For the profits of your labors. Athayathu duties. Work there are duties. That the duties or the hard work that you have put into gain friends. For the profits of your labor. So idokke oru profits of your labor. അതായത് ആ ഒരു ഡ്യൂട്ടി ഫോളോ ചെയ്തതിന്റെ പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഓർ റിസൾട്ട് ഒക്കെ കിട്ടുന്നത് ഈ രീതിയിലായിരിക്കും. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് യു വിൽ ഹാവ് ദി ലവ് ഓഫ് അതേഴ്സ്, ദി റെസ്പെക്ട് ഓഫ് അതേഴ്സ്, all those things will be gained by you. You will be, for the profits of your labors, you will be richer in the end than a prince if you are a friend. So it says that these profits that you earn, they may not be in figure, but these profits will make you someone who is very, what do you mean be? You will be someone who is gaining a lot of love and respect. So you will be, in terms, what do you say? You will be someone who is very bigger than a prince if you are a friend. That means prince means what? The person who is a famous person who is very rich in all respect. So the same way he says that if you be a good friend, you will be richer than a prince if you are a friend. So if you are a friend, you will be more rich than a prince. So that's what discussed in this third stanza. That means the poet says, if you want to be a friend, or you be a friend, if you are a friend, or if you want to be a friend, whatever it is, the pay that you are going to get is something bigger. It may not be in numbers, but it will be bigger in the sense you will earn a lot of love, respect, all those things if you follow all these duties of a good friend that the poet has discussed in this poem. So by gaining all these duties or following all these duties, instead of neighbors, you will gain a lot of friends around your living area. And the profits that you gain will make you more richer than a prince. But for all those things, Makle, what you want to do? Yes, you have to be a good friend. And to be a good friend, what you have to do? You have to follow all these things that are discussed by our poet. So, hope Makle, you all have understood this poem. Please, we have done the reading section also. Please go through the reading section, practice it. And Magle, I want you to underline these words. So please underline these words. Earned, earned. Self-endure, self-endure. Neighbors, neighbors. Profits, profits. So Magle, that's for this section. With this, we have completed our poem, Be a Friend. So hope all of you have understood the lesson. Please, after this, go through this poem, learn all the difficult words. Until then, have a nice day. God bless you. Thank you.